the shop. Hope you're having a great day. Alright, man, I was surprised. I only got these 3 knives left. That blue one, like 4 people asked for it. Man, that sold the next day, and the sheep's foot with the hormones on it, so these are the only 2 left. Anyway, I digress. I'm so horrible at sales, I have to do something to show people I'm selling knives up on my website. I'll put the cards up there, and it's down in the description. I never showed this folder. This is actually my old design. It's the only one I have left, and I'm putting it up for sale. If you can see, here's the new design. See how it comes down here? This one doesn't, but this one's a badass with hormone and all that. Yeah, man. Alright, I got that one left. Man, I put 14-inch hollow grind and people thought it meant 14-inch knife. It's only a 9-inch knife, but was done on a 14-inch wheel. Woo, look at that hormone. Yeah, man. Nice and mirrored. Last one. All these are up on my website. Mirrored hormone. This is $10.95, not W2. So the hormone's there, but not as nice as W2. My sales pitch is over. I don't know how to sell, so I gotta figure it out. Give me some advice in the comments how to sell things, if you know, because I surely don't. Anyway, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff we always tell you, and man, let's get on to it. Man, if you follow me on Instagram, I have been fighting these knives all week. One of them I got done, and then the detail wouldn't come out, so I couldn't mark the knife, and man, every day's been a struggle, and then I overcome that struggle, and then I find a new struggle, and whoo, I got all these for the next time. I gotta make some fixed blades and heat treat these. You can see this one's ready to go, and this one. Anyway, if you watch me on Instagram, I'm being redundant. Is that the word? But man, these have a nice snap to them, and woo, ready to go. Yeah, man. Alright. That's why I didn't have any knife making videos this weekend, or this week up. So, I think what I'm gonna do next, let me put these knives up. What I'm gonna do next is take this apart, the AC/DC etcher. Anyway, if you watch Kyle Royer, now, I'm gonna do the AC/DC etcher. Kyle Royer was talking about logos in his last video, and he brought up bridge rectifier. But that, I told him he needs to add a transformer to make it AC. And he responded to my comment saying, bridge rectifier. I study. If you watch my last video where I talk about where I went to school and college and all that for computers, I know electronics. Now, bridge rectifier, whoever sold him his etcher probably told him, oh, man, this has a bridge rectifier and a variac. Now, what a bridge rectifier does, it takes AC in and converts it to DC. That's all a bridge rectifier does. Now, a variac just makes the current variable. It's like a resistor that you can turn up and down. So it's one circuit. You know, AC comes in, bridge rectifier makes it DC, and then you adjust the current, which you don't really need to do if you have the right bridge rectifier. You'd only need 12 volts. But that's why I'm going to show how to build this. And a transformer takes the 120 volts and turns it into 12 volts AC. That way you have AC and DC. But I'm rambling. Let me put these knobs away. Yeah, I mean, bridge rectifier sounds awesome, but yeah, it just turns AC to DC. DC just makes your edge deeper. In fact, you don't need a bridge rectifier and all that. All you need is a DC battery that has 12 volts and hook it up and you get the same effect. There's no AC. But I digress. Let's get on to something else. But if you guys know, if any of you know Kyle, let him know. Tell him to hit me up. I told him I'd help him, but he didn't write me back. I hope he didn't think I was trying to talk down to him. I was just trying to let him know, hey, you know, someone told you wrong. Man, you know, it happens all the time. You think you know what you're talking about because someone tells you this is how it is, and I'm rambling. What else is new? Alright, so I was watching, I watched like Your Mom's House, you know, the comedians, Christina P. and Tom Segura, and they always talk about something. Well, Christina P. was talking, or got a question from this lady, and she's like, I'm about to marry this guy, but he wants to get eyebrow piercings, you know. Let's see, I can't see. You know, I've had this one since 2001, and I've never seen another one like it. And she answered, and then she's like, he wants all these body melons and tattoos and all that. And Christina P. answered, she goes, well, you know, tattoos, as long as they're covered, and once he gets a tattoo or an eye piercing or something in our body mod, he can't work in an office. And man, it made me think, I was like, man, that's old school thinking. You know, now, if you watch that last video where I talk about Woodstock and partying, I did these in 11th grade, 1987. So yeah, I haven't been able to get a job, and even when I went to college, you know, trying to get a job after college in 94, I couldn't get a good job in the office because I had tattoos below my, you know, that used to be the rule. Nothing above the collar and nothing below the elbow. You know, if you wanted to work at a good job. It made me think, it's like, you know, what's considered a good job? I mean, office jobs, you know, you get paid money, but man, I figured I'd talk a little bit about my work history, because man, I've done a lot of work. Like I was a courier in DC, a driving courier, not a bicycle courier. In fact, the dude that turned me on to dope, he was a bike courier, and man, he made like 3 times more money than me. And the awesome thing about being a courier in DC, man, all day long, all you do is deliver envelopes and packages to hot, beautiful secretaries in like the most lockdown, you know, right outside DC. I'd be going into all these office buildings that are like security, you know, I have to show all these security passes, and man, most people wouldn't get in, but since I was delivering their mail and stuff, or their packages, I would get right in. And these secretaries actually look at you with respect, because man, you're making good money, you're handling all their stuff, and you get clearances most people don't get. So I didn't need an office job. I handled all the stuff these office job guys did. Office job guys, man, I can't speak. The thing is, if you do it on a bike, if you're a bike courier, it's only envelopes, man, you can make a lot of money. I was driving because I had a truck. So I'd pick up big boxes and drive all over the place, which, man, that wears on you. If you know anything about DC traffic, man, it's bad. So, yeah, I gave up that job after a few months, but it was nice looking at beautiful women all day and having them look back at you no matter how many tattoos or piercings you had. In fact, I think I told the story, I pierced my own ears in class with needles. You know, in fact, I left needles in my ear, like safety pins in my ears for like 2 or 3 days after I pierced my own ears. That's just how it was. I mean, this was the 80s. Anything to be different, and it stuck out. Now if you want to get pierced, you got to go to a shop and have everyone do this and that for you. Man, kids today, they're wimps. Then I got a job with, like, I call him pretty much my brother. Notice this is on the wrong side? It wouldn't die until I had to come back. Anyway, yeah. So the guy, man, we were like in almost every class together, and we were always in trouble. But his older brother was a contractor, and I've worked for both of them, building houses, building decks, and whatever it is. That's why my carpentry skills are pretty good. They hired me when I was 16, and one thing, it doesn't matter if you work in an office, it doesn't matter. I've done plumbing, I've done building houses, I've been courier, been out digging ditches for landscaping, I've done landscaping. It doesn't matter what job you do. I was a dishwasher down at Virginia Beach, and then I quickly got pumped up to salad guy, and then I messed up my arm. It doesn't matter what job you do. As long as you take pride in what you do, then no job is below or above. People are like, oh, I got a better job than you, or I work at an office, I'm better than you. Man, it all comes down, we're all people. I don't care how clean cut you are, how much money you have, what you think is your education, whatever it is, you're not better, you're not worse than me. And then vice versa, man. we all make it through this, and we all have our opinions, and we all think we're all better than this and not better than that. It's all crap. When you die and when I die, it's all over. Now what you believe afterwards, that's a whole different story, and I don't even touch on that. But man, you know, I'm sick of people driving around in really nice cars thinking they're better than someone just because. Now, look, there are people that work their ass off and they deserve that. They worked harder and they saved better. I could have had a lot of things, but I was a dumbass junkie and spent all my money on drugs. That's one thing. Unless you're the dealer, you don't see many guys that do drugs with really nice things. It's just the way life is, you know? It's the way it goes. I've seen a lot of guys get real big, no matter what it is. And I get jealous. I've said it before. I see guys get bigger or do better things than me, have more money, drive better cars, have prettier women, whatever it is. And it makes you jealous. And then you get angry at them. And then you try to find reasons to put them down for what they're doing when it's all your own insecurities. But man, I've also seen these people rise real fast and fall real far. A lot of guys on YouTube that I've been friends with and knife makers, you know, I see them get a lot of success real quick. But the thing is, those guys are they burn out, they get sick of it. Or, you know, there's so many different reasons that all of a sudden they're not in it anymore. And then they come back and they, you know, here I am trotting along while they go like this. And they come back up and start trotting along with me. Like I said, I used to look for reasons, oh, they're not doing this or this is wrong, when it's me, you know? I need to improve myself. Forget what everyone else is doing. Well, that was a rant I didn't expect to go on, but man, it's things I gotta remind myself of and be like, look, these people aren't better than you, but you're not better than them. There's a lot of things you do better, but that doesn't make you better. All right, that was a long ramble about work and stuff. One little funny anecdote. My friend came over to work on a knife. He's the guy that got me into knife making. He's the one that's like, man, showing me all these knife makers and how awesome their knives were. And I was like, man, we can do this. And that's why I started making knives. And he doesn't really make knives. Every once in a while, he'll get an idea and he'll come over and grind it out and stuff like that. And I always have to laugh because he rarely asks me for advice. Here's my ego coming in, but just stick with me. I'm not being conceited. It's just, it's a funny thing to think of. He'll come over, he might ask me one or two things, mainly just how to work the machines because it's been so long since he worked them. But he won't ask me, hey, what should I do to grind this bevel? He'll ask me like, man, do you think I should grind this bevel like this or should I do this like this? But man, he'll pick up every knife I'm working on or every knife I have for sale and tell me, man, this wrong, you need to fix this, you need to work on this. And, you know, he's the one that got my ass in gear. When I started making knives, I'd get discouraged. He'd be like, man, you're getting there. You just need to fix this. And you need to fix this, and this. But that's what drove me to be so much better at knife making. I got a long way to go and a lot to learn. But man, I've come a long way. Just like on my tattooing, if you watch me on Instagram. Man, my tattooing, all I see is what's wrong. And I came up with this epiphany today. It's like, man, you don't look at the good parts, what you're doing right. You look at what you're doing wrong. Because you don't need to fix what's right, you need to fix what's wrong. Man, it was such a great idea. Man, sometimes I blow my own mind. Now there's the conceitedness coming out. But yeah, he doesn't ask me for advice when, like, man, there's so many guys on, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all these. They're always asking me what they should do with their knives or what I think of their knives or anything, you know. And what they would usually give to come here and work with me in person, not that I'm a great whatever, but, you know, they'd have all the tools that I could sit there and help them, and they might be able to help me with stuff like, anyway, you get my point. I have a big ego, And I'm a narcissist, but I'm not trying to be conceited. I work hard for what I do, damn it. But I just thought that was so funny. It's like, man, anyone else would be asking me, but since he's the one that got me started in knife making, he doesn't ask me questions except, hey man, do you think this would look good if I did it this way? Or, you know. But man, every knife he'll pick up, nope, you need to fix this, you need to... Alright, I've been rambling enough, I just had to get this out. So, yeah, hopefully I'll do the etcher video, take this apart, because it's pretty easy. And, maybe I'll start on some new fixed blades. So, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff we tell you. My website's up in the cards. I'll put a playlist up there for all my stories. People seem to like these stories, so they're fun to do. Let me know anything else you want to know about my past. It's all up there so far. But when he came over to do those knives, I was like, man, that's a good topic. Alright, thanks for watching. My website's right there, and the playlist is right there. Hope y'all having a great day, and as always, take it easy.